Shall we begin?
Let's begin now.
Hi everybody, it's Doreen, and I'm back today with a birthday card. And this is going to be a quick and easy card, and it's also a masculine card. Now you don't have to make it as a birthday card. We will not be using the Cricket, the Gypsy, or Erica today. But what we will be using is the Spellbinder Nestabilities card creator dies, and we will be using the Labels 8 Spellbinders die. Now don't worry if you don't have the card creator dies, because I will give you the measurements for each layer. So now, what does our card look like for today? This is the card that we will be making. So come on and join me, and I'm going to show you how I made this quick and easy card. Okay everybody, so let's bring up the supplies and we'll get started making this quick and easy masculine birthday card. So now my card measures 8.5 by 5.5, and I've taken it and scored it in half to make it a 5.5 by 4.25 inch card. So now this is just some of the white Georgia Pacific cardstock that they sell at Walmart. So now we'll go ahead and add our next layer, which is just some Joann Fabrics texture cardstock, and I'm going to lay this on top. And I did use the card creator letter B to make this card, or make this layer. So this layer, I'm sorry, this is card creator letter A. So this measures 4 1/8 by 5 3/8, and we're going to put that right there. So let me get up my scrap sheet of paper so we can get this taped down. So we'll get some tape on our edges, and then we can add this to the card. Now I got this idea for this card on someone's blog, and I did mine just a little bit different because I didn't have the dies that she used. And I'll put a description, link to the description, or a link to her blog down in the description bar. So I'm going to go ahead and add my layer, and then I'm going to press down. So now I'm ready to add the next layer. So now my next layer, I'm using some of the 7 Gypsies cardstock, and it's a paper pack that looks like this, and this is called the Collections from the Journey, and I got this at Hobby Lobby, oh, maybe 2 or 3 years ago. It is double-sided, so it looks like this on this side and this on this side, and we're going to be using this side. So that's my next layer, and this is from Card Creator Label letter B. So this piece measures 3 7/8 by 5 1/4, and it's going to go on top of here like so. So I am giving you the measurements, even though I use the Card Creator Spellbinder Nestability dies to cut out my layers. And as I said when I was doing the Christmas card series, if you are a card maker, I would suggest that you purchase these Card Creator letter A and letter B. They work out so great that you don't have to really do any measuring. But if you like to measure, then by all means keep measuring. I just don't like to. So now I'm going to go ahead and lay that layer down. So now the next thing I'm going to add onto my card is I've cut out this Labels number 8 Nestability die, and it looks like this, and this paper is from a DCWV card stack that is called the Natural Matte Stack. So it has several different masculine type papers in here. So I'm going to lay this right here. But before I do that, I'm going to take a chance and do something different. I'm actually going to add ribbon on this card, even though this is going to be a masculine card. It's a sort of masculine color. It's just leaves. So I figured I could go ahead and add it. And I'm going to put that right here. Now I know you can see I've cut a long piece, because what I plan on doing is wrapping this around and then tying a knot and then having it go that way. So what I want to do is I want to go ahead and just even this out first. So I'm just going to kind of make this even. And then I'm going to move my card for a side just for a second. And before I even do that, I'm just going to put a piece of tape back here to hold my ribbon in place. Now it might not be even. And then again, it might be even. And then what I want to do is take some more tape and just go across the front. Because I want that to kind of lay down flat. I'm going to pull it up just a little bit. Then I'm going to tie a knot, like so. And I'm going to just move this knot over just a little bit so I can set it right there. And then I'm just going to take my ribbon and wrap it around to the other side. So I did cut quite a bit. So we can take this and lay this down. And once again, I'm just going to use some tape and go across. And then we'll snip our ribbon in an angle on that side. And we'll get our ribbon over to this side. And we'll snip that as well. And I'll just put some tape back here to hold that down. And put that across. So that's what I'm going to do with that. Now, I'm going to take this piece and I'm going to put this right center here on my card. But before I go ahead and lay it down, I want to make sure I have enough room to get my sentiment that I'm going to be putting on the front here. And this basically is just a sentiment that I ran through my computer, and it spells out happy birthday to you. And I used the Word software to create this, and I actually printed this out on white copy paper or printer paper, and then I backed it with the textured cardstock that's by Joann's. Now I did use my card creator die to cut this out, and this is from the letter B, and this measures 3 1/4 by 1/2 inch. And I'm just going to have that sitting right up there. So I'm going to lay this down just for now so I can look at this. And bear with me, I'm going to move this to me just a little bit so I can make sure I have it even. And then I'll come back in camera frame. So I'm going to take a pencil and just mark where I know I want my top piece that has the ribbon on it. Okay, so I've marked that. So now I'm going to go ahead and take my ATG gun and get some tape on the back of here. Because I'm not going to pop this up. I am going to pop up the happy birthday to you. So I'm going to make sure I get lots of tape on the back of here. And then we're just going to take this down. So I'm going to line up the little marks that I made. And then I'm just going to press that down. So now I'm just going to add some dimensionals on the back of here. So let me dig those out. And I'm going to put one in each corner and then one in the middle. And then we will be done with the front of our card. So this one was a quick and simple one. And before I forget, I did go ahead and ink my edges using the Tim Holtz Distress ink, and I'm using the walnut stain this time. And I'm just going to place that happy birthday right there. So that's it, everybody. That's the front of my card. So I'm going to go ahead and put my sentiment in the inside, and then I'll be back with the finished card. Okay, everybody, so I am back with my finished card, and this is what it ended up looking like. And what I did was I decided that I wanted to add some brads in the corner here, so I just kind of lifted the paper up on the edge there, and then I took my piercing tool. I remember the name. Sometimes I call it, my pokey tool, but it's the Tim Holtz piercing tool. And I just poked the holes in the paper so that I could get my brads in there. And these are some of the Recollections brads that look like this. And I apologize for that glare. And then to make sure I had them down secure, I just took my glue gun and put some glue in each corner and then pressed down on there. So now for my inside sentiment, what I've done is I've taken a rubber stamp that I've had, and it's from the Simple Thoughts Happy Birthday. I believe it's a Fiskars stamp set. I think that's the name of it. And then I took one of my Cherry Lynn dies, corner, and punched that out. And this one is called the Lace Corner Deco G. And that's G as in girl. And I put one in each corner using some of the scraps left over from my first layer here on my card. So that's it, everybody. This is my masculine birthday card that I've made for my brother-in-law. Thanks for watching, everybody. Bye.